song, it's tricky, but I guess it's tricky. Well, grab Cupid by his quiver and be still like beating hard. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Slay the Night Extravaganza Valentines Edition. Happy Valentine's Day, or rather day after Valentine's Day, to all the happy couples here tonight. And to everyone else, like me, happy Singles Day, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize, though, if any of you thought you were coming to see a professional stand-up comic in me. I'm not like Yuck Yucks. I'm more like the knockoff, no-name brand Schmucks. It's not a good addition. We just work cheaper and have scripts. I asked the universe tonight to please let me look like a Greek god. I suppose I should have specified which one. I think I wanted Aphrodite, gods of beauty and love. I got Dionysus, got a wine, fertility, and the party. Not that good there, though, kind of fun. But I want to look romantic, like someone off the cover of a Harlequin romance novel, But instead of Harlequin, I got Harley Quinn. After she snapped, and joined Joker. Like Batman needed another clown to chase after. I'm sure he was good with just the one. But speaking of Harlequin romances, I feel they contribute to my strong sense of the romance and chivalry of my day. But unfortunately, they also have me thinking that, I have this now unrealistic ideal that I can find a man in a very short time with very minimal trouble, and not my antisocial introvert nature getting in the way. But 50 Shades of Grey is no better. It's got me under that delusion that I'm going to find me a billionaire to sweep me off my feet and make my every kinky dream come true, where my safe word is Australia for all my desires down under. You ever want to take a vacation, though? I want to take a vacation, but not for the sake of taking an actual vacation. I just want to go, get the attention of some TSA officer, plant some random pieces of metal over my body and walk that metal detector and boop, boop, pat me down. But don't judge me. You can't judge me. A girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. I mean, it's a great icebreaker, really. Gets me past all that, idle chit-chat and gets me straight to getting their number. But I think animals have the right idea when it comes to, courtship rituals, rules. We probably have a few of those, but rituals. Keep it short, sweet, to the point. Dogs have the right idea, especially. One strategically placed sniff, and everything you want to know about that one. I think politicians do that a lot, because they always seem to have their noses buried in somebody's business, trying to find out all the nitty-gritty. Am I all right? I think I'm right. But I like the strategy of some birds, though, personally. Clearly, well, the feathers that I took from it, too. But, they're going around collecting their bits of strings and things and shiny things, hoping it'll attract something or someone or whatever to mate with. And personally, for the record, I like the shiny things. Then you get those kind of birds, though, that gather the colorful feathers. And when they show off their feathers, they got all these different colors, and they're hoping it'll attract someone that they can go, I got blue, want to smash? But, if humans did that, it'd be really weird. It'd be like, I got all the colors, baby. We gonna smash. And it's like, do you really think that's gonna work? I do not think so. You're more likely to hear, all the weakest link goodbye. It's true. But every time I see happy couples, I wonder how each of you met. A lot of you are gonna tell me co-workers, friends, the bar, something to that effect. But every now and again you find those sweethearts who say they met back in school. But I'm thinking, how does that work exactly? I missed something in elementary school, clearly. I think it involved when you guys were all passing notes, that I need to yes or no. Nobody passed me one, I'm just saying. But there's an innocence in that, though. Kids can get away with that. You try passing a note at your workplace like that, and I promise you, your next office party is going to be, like a seminar on appropriate workplace behavior.
So just watch. But you know, when I was younger, I got picked on a lot in school, and when I told my parents, they told me that if a boy picks on you, that means he likes you. And I'm like, really? Are you sure about this? Because that would mean every boy, girl, and the teacher like me. We might want to rethink that just a little bit, because if we don't, the next parent-teacher interview is going to be a little bit awkward. Hi, teacher, how you doing? Gotta love the dating apps, though. They're basically now it's the digital age of that note passing. All the questions that you could, you answer when you fill out those forms, it screens out a lot of people. It saves you the trouble that when you win the club, half the people would already be knocked out. You can just go, no, not you, not you. But can you imagine, though, trying to do the real-life version of Tinder? Swiping? Some sketchy character tries to come up to you and buy you a drink. You're like, nope, swipe left. Like an Etch-a-Sketch. Shake, going. Makes life easier, but I don't think they'd like the hand in the face. But personally, I'm not about that, Marcy. I'd rather get to know somebody over coffee. And you know what, maybe I'm thinking, hear me out, there is a missed market here. All these dating apps should really hook up with coffee shops and make a new business. Picture this, Plenty of Fish with Starbucks. Match with Tim Hortons. And so basically the whole Netflix and chill, the pick-up lines of these apps gets to meet coffee, chat, and get to become like Grindr and chill. For those who know the site, you know the stories. But where, it ends up nobody's, like who's not having coffee, they don't look like their photos. And those who didn't post their photos, they never showed up at all. It's an anonymous job of hookups. But maybe it's just me though, but I'm curious about what kinds of lines people use to seduce each other, and how it may vary between provinces. You see, I'm from a small farm out in Saskatchewan here, and I'm a feeling I could go up to someone and say, my haystack are yours. But, Alberta, I'm kind of wondering how you're doing that. Because I think there's pheromones in the sports arenas, personally. Because I see a lot of you people going to hockey games, and I've deduced a lot of people like to pop. So slap shot at my net or yours. I may not know a lot about romantic relationships, but I can tell you this. Communication is everything. As much as it is important for love and understanding, you've got to watch out for those misunderstandings. They're pretty critical. They can take any innocent conversation to another level, good or bad, even with friends. I'm reminded of a story my bestie told me there. Travis there, him and his friend Brandy, they went down to California in the summer, and they went to a Denny's and they ordered poutine. Yeah, you can imagine the confusion. The server said, excuse me, is that another word for vagina? And rest assured, though, they quickly told him what it actually was. And he's like, oh, we do have that. But we call it smothering here, and it's served with onions. Well, I don't know about you, but smothering sounds a lot like S&M fetish to me, even with those onions. So the question is, who gets the tip? I've had my own misunderstandings, mind you. And a workplace I used to work at years ago, a coworker comes at me, I barely even knew the woman. I spoke to her maybe twice. Suddenly she invites me to a sex party. And he looked at her very politely, and he kind of blushed, I'm sure. And I'm like, no, I'm good. And she's like, you sure? I'm good, I don't, it's fine. I thought at the time I was turning down an orgy, reasonably. But it turns out these sex parties are actually like Tupperware parties, but for toys, and they're both sealed for your freshness. I feel like if I was to ask it, for those of you who are familiar with comedian Jeff Foxworthy and his redneck routine, I feel like if I asked him about dating apps, though, is there one for rednecks? Maybe we should start one for rednecks, and he'd be like, it already exists. No, Really? I'm sure he'd tell me. Ancestry.ca. Now, that's one misunderstanding anybody wants to read. Trust me on that. And you know what? For all of you lucky enough tonight to catch the love of your life, kudos. For those still looking, keep trolling. There's plenty of fish in the sea. And for those of you proud and single, enjoy the mingle. In any relationship, though, remember to love yourself and to take a cue from Greek mythology. And like Narcissus, be sure to fall in love with the one in the mirror. But unlike him, don't get stuck there. He's still looking at himself. So reflect the love to yourself and to others. And remember, roses are red, violets are blue. 2 drinks in, they'll be flirting with all of you. Have a good night.